It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Dragons' star running back. He's coming off a 125-yard performance a week ago.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their 7th-year quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
On first down, it's Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On the pickup there, it'll be 2nd and 8. When you look at this defense, they're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4th-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. from the gun. They'll try to run it. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running.
Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Dragons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Look at this defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Herbert now. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the 1st quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real key sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Man coverage and decided to test him early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. And Lewis lost the football.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process, picks up the first down. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
A short throw to Musgrave. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's a give. Lewis running left. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run with Lewis out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Lewis. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Lewis between the tackles, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
When you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
He's got Mason complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete here.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defense has only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
29-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. he'll look to throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Big play there. 81 yards. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
17.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then. Skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here are the Chargers to take over. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got the hook up again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already
touchdown! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone, and he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A second down run with Lewis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Let's go.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Baylor Tiger.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Stiff-armed him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
5-9.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mason. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the cornerback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, they'll run it here. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, they... marker thought they were down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could have. Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Well, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in his linebacker.
Think about all the different techniques he had. that passing situation? Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Herbert. And that's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Rolling to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On play action, they'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good play.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 8 yards out. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dragons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Charles,